Well, hello, my valued listeners, and welcome back to another episode of Living in Your Power. I'm your host, Dr. Marlene Greenlee, and I'm truly grateful that you have chosen to spend this time with me today. So, as we continue this new year together, we are walking through our January theme, the Power Reset, returning to what matters. Now, this month, it's not about pressure or performance. It's about restoration, alignment, and intentional living. In today's episode, the second in our January series, is entitled Releasing What No Longer Serves You. Now, letting go is one of the hardest things we've ever been asked to do. Not because we don't recognize what's no longer serving us, but because release requires trust. And many of us hold on to things long past their season. I know I'm guilty of that. Roles that no longer fit, responsibilities that quietly exhaust us, relationships that drain more than they pour, and expectations that were never ours to carry in the first place. And we don't always hold on because these things are good for us. Sometimes we hold on because they are familiar. Sometimes we hold on because we're afraid of disappointing others. And sometimes because we've wrapped our identity around them. But there comes a point, often quietly, when your spirit begins to signal that something is no longer aligned. Ecclesiastes 3 reminds us, there is a time to keep and a time to cast away. Wisdom is not found in holding on indefinitely. Wisdom is knowing when the season has changed, and releasing what no longer serves you is not a failure. It's discernment. Now, in my own life, I've learned that God doesn't always demand immediate release. Often, He begins by gently revealing the weight. That there have been seasons where I noticed I was doing everything right, showing up, fulfilling obligations, meeting expectations, but somehow something felt off. I was faithful, but fatigued, committed, but disconnected. And in prayer, God reveals something important to me. Just because you can carry it doesn't mean you're supposed to. And that truth, my dear listeners, that truth changed how I understood obedience. Release is not rebellion. Release is response. And when God asks us to lay something down, it's never to leave us empty. Because it's to make room for peace, room for clarity, and room for the next assignment He has prepared for us. Jesus Himself modeled this when He withdrew to pray and stepped away from the crowds and said no, even when the needs were great. Release is not neglect. Neglect, it's alignment. Now, here are 3 ways to begin releasing gently. If you feel the stirring to release something in the season, here are 3 gentle ways to begin. First and foremost, pay attention to what feels heavy. What consistently drains you? What leaves you exhausted rather than energized? Heaviness is often a signal, not of weakness, but of misalignment. Second, let go without over-explaining. Listen, You don't owe everyone an explanation for choosing peace. Boundaries don't require permission. And sometimes the most powerful no is a quiet one. And now third, trust that release creates space. Yes, when you lay something down, you're not losing ground. In fact, you're clearing it because God fills the space we create when we trust Him. So release is not about subtraction. It's about preparation. Now let's anchor ourselves in Hebrews 12:1. It says, let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles, and let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us. Now notice the language. Everything that hinders, not just sin, not just obvious distractions, but anything that slows you down or pulls you out of alignment. Now here are your empowerment prompts for this week. I want to invite you to journal or reflect on these questions. What am I holding on to out of habit rather than purpose? Where do I feel resistance or heaviness in my spirit? And what might God be inviting me to release, even temporarily? So I want you to think on these things and be honest. Be gentle and be prayerful with yourself while you ponder these questions. Because release doesn't happen all at once. It happens one faithful decision at a time. So in closing, my dear listeners, I want to leave you with this reminder. Letting go is not losing control. It's choosing trust. It's believing that God knows what you need better than you do. And it's trusting that what lies ahead is worth the release. So as you continue your power reset this month, know that you don't have to carry everything into this new season. You do not. So I want to thank you for joining me today on this episode in our January series, The Power Reset, Returning to What Matters. And next week, we'll continue this journey together with the next episode entitled Returning to Stillness and Discernment. And this is where we'll explore how quiet strengths clarifies and gives you wisdom. So you've been listening to another episode of Living in Your Power. And until next time, dear listeners, I want you to live boldly in your power today. And if it gets tough, just breathe. You still got the strength to rise. So I'll see you next time. And live boldly in your power.